Hello guys, and welcome to the guide for the Doodle World Carnival event that just got added yesterday as the summer event. This will be my first time showing my voice. I've decided to do it because it's much easier to make videos with my voice instead of the text. It's a lot less editing, a lot less work. So yeah, today I'm going to be just showcasing the event because it is quite confusing for some people, especially people that haven't seen it yet. This video could show you guys the rundown of it. I'll be talking about the new doodles and how to evolve them and use them in PvP, and the best way to grind tickets, I guess, and all the features of the event. Sorry for if I stutter or take long to say what I'm saying. I'm not following a script, so this is just coming to me as I go. But yeah, let's start. So here's the entrance of the event. You come in from the subway. We'll ignore this guy for now, and you just walk in. There's no chests in the event, so you don't really need to go looking around for chests. But here through the entrance, the first thing you'll see is all the doodles in the event. There is 4 new doodles, as you can see, and then Buggle and some old doodles from before. And here is the first mini game right at the entrance. You guys might find it familiar from the last summer event. It's the power box. Yeah, pretty simple, just from all the other events. It's the same thing. And yeah, these mini games there's 7 mini games to do, and they all have a timer. You get tickets for completing each one. And the power box has a cooldown of about 3 minutes. So then after 3 minutes is over, you get a notification for when you're able to do it again, and you can come back and do the power box again for more tickets. Then after the power box, you'll see 2 stores here. The first one is Wish, selling the doodle skins for the event tickets. I personally don't think it's worth buying many of these. They're very expensive, and to be honest, in my opinion, the skins aren't very good. I'm gonna save my event tickets for something else that I'll show you afterwards, and I won't buy any skins until probably the end of the event or part 2 if there's any good ones. And then across here is you can buy event tickets for Robux. Further on, we'll go here. You can buy candy cubes from the store for the normal tickets. Here you can buy taffies. And over here there's not anything yet. I mean, there's a bouncy castle here. You can't really do anything with it. Then there's a carousel here, but it might be for a future quest that's coming in part 2. Then down here is like what you can the mainly best things to buy with the normal tickets is collectible stuff, colors, and then titles as well. Most people might not find this too interesting, but I guess if you like to collect them like me, I'm gonna buy all of these. Yeah, they're here. And the next store for mounts, I have all the mounts except for the Clipper mount, which is what I'm saving for. But yeah, if you didn't play any of the last summer events, or you didn't get the mounts, there will be here as well, like the cooler mounts and whatnot. And here's the big carousel, but you can't do anything with that. Then there's a healing center. Then another store for items. Some pretty good items for quite cheap. Set replenishers, pretty cheap. Stack candies as well. You can buy swarm snacks, super swarm snacks, doodle unlockers, chain capsule roulette tickets with normal event tickets. And there's another stall over here where you can buy boosters, just 1 of each per day for event tickets. Only 25. I've already bought an XP booster, as you can see it's not here. It's pretty good. And then over here is a second of the mini games, is the doodle racing. In chat there will be an orange message saying that in 3 minutes there will be a doodle race happening. So you can come to the tickets, where as you can see there's not a race happening soon, but if the race is happening, you can choose between 8 doodles to who you think is going to win. And then once you've chosen it, you'll go inside here, and then once the race starts, you will see the 8 doodles, which is Exiled, Infernius, Colt, Slibble, Pleepo, Lewis, and I forgot the last two, but they'll race from here to the very end, and yeah, whichever doodle you picked, however well they do, you'll get tickets depending on how well they do. If they win, you'll get more tickets obviously than if they get last, for example. And also there's 8 new stickers for if you predicted one to win. Like I've got 3 right now. Infernius, because I predicted Infernius and it won. Another one for Colt, and another one for Pleepo here. And then down here is the big tent, as you can see. There's something inside, but it's another quest that's going to come out later for part 2. As you can see when we go in here, yeah, you can't do anything with it yet. We can carry on. You can buy stickers here. There's only 2 right now that you can only buy for event tickets, Sparkler and a Buggle. And then here, there's another one for battle items. Most of these are already in the VP shop, except for the enchanted items, which are somewhere around here. Oh, I guess they're not. I thought they were. But yeah, you can buy battle items. And then in here, the arcade, there are a couple more mini games. Firstly is the slingshot. The slingshot is not too difficult. You just have to shoot this ball at the targets. There's 3 rows. You can see Gekku at the back is 3 points. The Finwicks are 2, and the Wiglets are just 1 point. And yeah, in 60 seconds, you just have to try to get all of them, get as many points as possible. It is a bit annoying. The physics on it is a bit weird, especially since it's slanted. As you can see, it's not straight, so it kind of goes off weirdly. It's not too difficult. You can definitely get all of them pretty easily. Nice, there we go. For all of them, 38. And yeah, it gives a pretty decent amount of points for getting all 38, 20 and 15, not terrible. It is pretty easy, so you always get the decent amount. And there's a sticker for getting 34 or more points. It's over here. Exterminator, obtained by getting a score of 34 or more on the slingshot. And that's also a cooldown of 3 minutes. And here is a wheel, a spin the wheel. Some people think it's a daily thing, but it's actually, you can get it every 30 minutes. And the rewards are pretty decent, which is rare for Wish to do. Normally gives very little rewards. There's a bunch of things you can get here. Let's see what I'll get. Some cash, which is probably the worst one there. 25,000 is not too bad though. You can there's a sticker for getting gems. I haven't gotten that yet, so I'll put that on the screen. You can get the event tickets, train tickets, level up cube, set replenisher, all that stuff. And over here is the machine. You just have to do as much damage as this as possible without killing it. You get less points for if you kill it. You have to get, I think the max points is for doing over 90% damage, so you got to get it as low as possible. There's many things that are good for this. I'm using a sharpened routine mantis hold, which is pretty good, especially with boiling bullet, which has a chance to burn, so there's even more damage. So that's pretty good there. You just have 3 turns to do as much damage as possible. Pretty good. 35 and 12, not bad. Yeah, not over 90% gives you even more. And there's a sticker for that as well, for doing over 75% damage, so that's pretty easy. You want a strong sticker. And then last one here is the dunk one. There's 3 difficulties you can do. Medium is pretty easy to do, but hard can be quite difficult for some. You have a line that goes left to right. Of course, it changes how fast it goes depending on the difficulty. So hard, it's quite fast, so you need good reactions for this, good timing. I think that could be good. And then afterwards there's a line that goes up and down. You just got to press the tap yellow button, and there we go, I got it. You don't have to get it perfectly. See, that was a little bit off, and I got it. And yeah, 48 and 9 isn't too bad either. Medium gets about, I think, about like 30 and 5, which isn't too bad either. So if you really struggle with hard, you can just do medium. And there's also a sticker for this one. If you do a dunk on hard, you get the dunked sticker. So yeah, that's all that's in the arcade. And outside of the arcade, you have the last little bit here. Just 2 more mini games. There's the cooking mini game, similar to the pizza cooking from last summer event. You get 3 customers who ask you for food they want, and you go in the recipe. And yeah, 1 fried velvy. I always forget what that was. You skip through. If you accidentally skip past it, it's quite bad. So you have to exit and go back. So it's pickle, flour, and butter for a fried velvy. Got the dish correct. Cupcake. I forgot what that is. Cupcake, flour, milk, sugar. There we go. And then lastly, ice cream. I think... No, it was... Oh, I forgot this as well. Oh, 2 sugars. There we go. And yeah, just 3, and afterwards you're done, and you get a score from Giovanni. 833, and that is a lot. Cooking is by far the best way to get tickets. 93 and 14 for not even for 70 off the max score, which is insane. Yeah, 900 is the max score. There's a sticker for getting it over here, obtaining the max score. You do that by, of course, getting them all correct and getting them pretty quickly as well. Because there, I took my time checking the recipes, because I forgot what they were. So yeah, my score got lowered. So if it's good to remember them or check them really quickly, because then you can get the max score and the most amount of tickets. And then lastly, the last mini game for now until part 2 is the fishing mini game. Yeah, you just talk to the guy on the pier, and these yellow circles appear, and you just have to press them. Yeah, and then once you're done, you get a doodle. Tadpole is the worst one, tied with Finwick. It's only 5 and 1, so that's not very good. I got unlucky, but it's complete RNG. You just get whatever. It doesn't depend on how fast you click. It's just complete RNG. There is a sticker which I will show on screen for fishing up a Mauzuri, which is the rarest doodle to get from here. And I'll also show a list of the doodles you can get and how many tickets they give you. Put that on screen as well. But yeah, there's a sticker for fishing up Mauzuri, which is insanely rare. I've done so many fishing stuff, and I haven't gotten a single one. I haven't even gotten the second most rarest one, which is Aquafy. So yeah, it's gonna be very rare. You know when you get Mauzuri, because the circles that appear on screen are there for a split second apparently, which will be very difficult for PC, because right now PC is not good for fishing, because the circles are very small and they're there for very quick times. So yeah. And then over here there's a fishing hut, but you can't do anything until part 2. Yeah, quest coming later. And then yeah, that's about it. That's the whole rundown, I guess, of the event. And now I will show you the best way to grind for tickets and how I've gotten this many tickets in just a couple of hours of playing the event. Okay, so it's pretty simple really. There's not much explanation needed to do. But we're gonna start here at the power box. Yeah, pretty simple task. I did that wrong actually. But yeah, not difficult. But the thing is with this, yeah, you see 15 and 2 is not worth coming back here because it's so far away from the other mini games down there. It is not worth coming to the power box. It wastes time from doing other better mini games. So I for the most efficient way to get tickets, I do not come and do this guy most of the time. But like when I pass by him, I'll do it, but while I'm doing them down there, I will not. So I stay around this area, revolving between mini games in the arcade Sometimes the fishing and then the cooking and the racing. So then we go in here, the arcade. Yeah, just do these simple. Start with a slingshot, obviously. Just try to get as many as I can. I didn't do that well there, but still 12 and 8 is not too bad for just 31. It is a minute though. It's not great, but it's definitely better than the power box, so it's still worth doing. And then spin guy, yeah, just do that whenever it's ready. And then here's the machine. It's a pretty quick one, and yeah, it's pretty good. And yeah, pretty quick, and it gives a lot. 39 and 13 is a very good amount for how short it is. So that's a good one to do. And the dunk, I normally just do hard, but if you find it too difficult to do, it is quite difficult. You can just do medium. You need good reaction times for this. That's pretty good. There we go, and I actually got it. But most of the time you probably won't get it, but it is quite hard. 48 and 9 is pretty good though for a dunk on hard. And then after I'm done those, I will be coming down to the cooking. And of course I just do the cooking simple. Pickle ice cream, I'm pretty sure that's this, yeah. It's good once you do this quite often, you remember the dishes if you have decent memory. I actually haven't gotten pancakes yet, that's the first time, so I have to go, I think, somewhere near the end, yeah. Flour, butter, milk, yeah. And lastly, cake, I think that's the first one, yeah. So yeah, I think that was pretty quick. That might be a max score. Yeah, max score, 115 is a lot of tickets, which is very good. And then I go over to the fishing, but none of the other ones are ready yet. So the fishing is pretty quick. And yeah, it lets me wait for the other cooldowns to go down. And I get a sharp up, I think that's an okay one. Yeah, 22 and 2, not bad. And then here the slingshot is ready, as you can see. So now I just go back to the slingshot. And then just do the slingshot and just basically repeat. And that's what I've been doing for about just a couple hours. This, it's honestly not that bad. After the bug fix that came out earlier today, none of the mini games are that buggy. They all work pretty well. And it's not, it can get boring after a while. But I don't find it too bad. It's definitely like not as boring as other events. It's more fun. Definitely I would say, but some might not enjoy it, which is understandable and fair. I didn't do that good there, but 12 and 8 not bad, and you can see there was a dunk tank was ready, so I come to dunk tank. And let's do medium this time. Let me see this. There we go, got that. I actually don't know how much this gives. 13.5 is not bad, but for hard is probably just better. I mean, if you really struggle with hard, then medium is a good solution. But then yeah, and then go over to this. Oh, this is actually not ready yet. So then I go over to fishing. Oh, and there's actually a race over the starting, so I can actually do that. Just quickly do this fishing. Fish up a tadpole, that's quite bad. Yeah, 5 and 1 is pretty bad. So then I will reset character to go to the front quickly, and then I will go to do the, because we have 3 minutes until it starts, so I've got a bit of time. I'll quickly do the power box. So quickly get those tickets, reset again, and then go to this guy here, Velvy, which will teleport me to here. And this, forget, like, don't pay attention to the percentages at the bottom. They don't mean anything. It's just complete RNG. Same as the fishing, it doesn't really matter. I don't really know which one's the best to pick. I think apparently people are saying Colt is like the most consistent. But I don't know. I just pick ones that I don't have a sticker for yet. So I've got Infernius, Colt, and Clippo. So this time I'll pick, let's say, Lewis. And it begins at 1. You can stay and watch if you want, but to maximize the amount of tickets you get, you can go and just carry on doing the mini games while the event goes down. While the timer goes down. So now I will go over to fishing. Still actually a cooldown, 4 seconds left. I can wait for that. Spreading out. Artish. It's not too bad. Slingshot's ready. I think cooking should be ready too now. Yes, it is. Cooking. Just a second. That's right. There we go. Fruit salad. Fruit salad. No, it's just 3 buttons. And cookie again. There we go. And then I'll go and do the arcade stuff. But since I haven't shown you how the racing works, so I guess I can just go and show that. Lewis, yeah, when you're not in it, the leaderboard shows up. On mobile it's a bit buggy and it goes off the screen. See, Lewis is way ahead and we picked Lewis. I picked Lewis. So it looks like I'll get a Lewis sticker for this. And my Carnival wheel is ready, so after I do this I can go and do a spin. Yeah, that's quite lucky. It's just completely random. Like it says Lewis has a 15% chance, but yeah, it's just not like, it just went way ahead of everybody else. Like Wiggler is here, and yeah, sometimes they're so slow, they're so far behind. Yeah, Lewis won. Yeah, and they get to the end. It can be fun watching them, but most of it's just not worth it. Most of the time you can just spend the rest of the time just, yeah, getting more tickets, doing other mini games. Should pop up. It takes a couple, like a minute or two for you to get your rewards. So let me just wait. I'm pretty sure I chose Lewis if I remember correctly. So let me just wait. I mean, yeah, like you can just go and do the rest of the mini. Yeah, and there we go, Lewis sticker. Oh, actually the percentages depends on how many tickets you get. So like, for example, Slibble was the least. If you predicted Slibble to win and it ends up getting first, you get more tickets than if you predicted Infernius, for example. So yeah, Lewis is 15%, so 210 tickets, 21 event tickets. Very nice. And yeah, it's about, as you can see from the start of this recording, I went from about 5,000 normal tickets and 1,000 event, just 6,000 and 1,300, so not bad at all. And for the last bit of the video, I will be showing the new doodles that got added along with the event. First up, we have, I guess, Buggle. It did get added last week, but it is a more recent doodle that some might not know about. You just evolve it at level 25, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's the easiest thing to find in the event. And you can also find Leopardonk in the wild, but it is very annoying that it's here in the wild because it's very fast and very hard to run away from. Leopardonk in PvP, it's not great. It has a move that uses its speed stat as damage, like Shield Bash or Solid Charge. With 145 speed, that seems strong on paper, but it ends up not being that good. You can use it as a jealousy sweeper, or some people have been using it as a hazard setter in hyper offensive teams since it has Beast Summon and Pylons. Next we have Poor Sage, who's one of the harder things to find in the Carnival event. You evolve it just at level 21, which is pretty easy, and unfortunately after waiting 2 years for port stage to come to the game, it's pretty bad in PvP, unfortunately. It's not got that terrible, like not that bad of stats, but a big problem is that it's a magical attacker, not a physical attacker. Almost all of its moves are physical, and it just fits physical attacks way better than magical. Its bulk is alright, but it is pretty slow, and it's just got not that much utility. Its traits are pretty good though, and it has a new move called Spice Field, which is seasoning as a hazard now, which can make it really good paired up with offensive food type doodles like Meltamore, Grufflin Awakened, and Caramello. You can use Spice Hound for Sortion to abuse its own Spice Field, or you could use Menacing Snarl as a bulky pivot, or even Meat Shield to further enhance the support for his teammates. Next up is Sweet, which is one of the easier things to find in the event. Unfortunately as well, Lob Sugar is not that good in PvP. You evolve Sweet by just leveling it up with Psycho Force learnt. You can give a Psycho Force with Scroll, but it also learns it by level up. And yeah, Lob Sugar is kind of tries to be Fruitoad with Sickly Sweet and it being a food type, but it doesn't have Takeout, and Food Mine is a pretty bad defensive typing. It's got amazing stats, really good bulk and decent magic attack, but it doesn't have much utility. You can use it as maybe a mind empowerment setup, or just a bulky offensive doodle. Next is Rockaroo, who is very easy to find, but is only a nighttime encounter in the event. And this is by far the best doodle that got added with the Carnival events. It's insane, 110 attack, 120 speed, with impact recoil, a new trait that's a built-in lethal ornament, with melee light, which is already a really good stab combo, and fiery punch, which makes it basically unwallable. And with Swift Hook as well for priority, it's super incredibly strong, and hopefully gets nerfed with the balance changes that come out soon. Rockaroo evolves when it has a speed stat of 122 or higher, leveling up. And then lastly, we have Clowlet, which is the root rare in the Carnival event. You evolve it with the new Performer's Mask equipment. There's also 2 more equipments I'll put on screen as well that got added. Firework, which can be found on Rockaroo, and Buggable, which can also be bought for VP. And then Muskusi is the second best doodle that got added with the event. 110 magic attack, 115 speed, which is very good, decent bulk. It's got Mind Air, which is okay offensively, but with Earth Surge it makes it almost unwallable as well. And then it also has Pivot and Mind Empowerment as well, so it can be quite a good offensive threat. Unfortunately, its traits aren't great. Curtain Call isn't that useful, and Glitter Trail can be good, but it's quite gimmicky. And also you can find Munchies pretty easily, and Syrup as well. And we also have Floppets in the event, for the first time in the wild since the Halloween event. And Malamole 2 you can find for the first time since last summer event. And yeah, it's nice that it's not a static encounter, it's a lot easier to chain now for anybody that wants to. And yeah, that will be about it for the guide for the Carnival event. I will make an update when part 2 gets released a week from now. I'll also make a video on the balance changes coming this weekend. Hopefully could do some more showcases for next season. I'll probably be showcasing these new guys next season as well, because there's no point of showcasing them now right at the end of the season. And I'll also be showcasing the guys that get added with part 2. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, hope you guys learned from the event. Yeah, like, subscribe, yeah. Oh, and actually, if you guys have any questions or anything else to add, please put them down in the comments. I'll be responding to you, and yeah, pinning you maybe if you have any extra info that could help others for the guide. There we go. Bye.